everybody, it's your girl Christina, aka tu vecina favorita que maquilla. Hey! Sorry. So today's video is obviously not a tutorial. As you can see, I'm looking a hot mess. Had a little hat on. So for today, I decided to do a video just kind of showcasing my current makeup artist kit. Apart from doing videos here on YouTube, I do actually do some freelance work on the side. So here and there, I get clients for weddings, birthday parties, quinceañera, things like that. So I just wanted to show y'all what is actually in my kit, at least the majority of what's in my kit. So if any of you guys out there are thinking about maybe trying to do makeup for clients, you can just kind of see what you should have in there. So if you want to check it out, keep on watching. All right, so this is my kitchen table, and I just kind of laid everything out there. So when I do have clients, I have a big suitcase that I chug around, and which carries actually most of the stuff here. So let's begin with eyeshadows. So as you can see, these are just some of my shadows, but these are the ones that I usually carry in my case when I do have clients. So of course, you know, we got our colorful options over here, got the Juvia's Place, BH Cosmetics, Urban Decay, and then also got our neutrals. So over here, got again, BH Cosmetics, Bad Habit Beauty. This is a hard candy palette. Then of course the Urban Decay Smoky or Naked Smoky palette. So yeah, depending on the event, you know, they'll tell me, oh, I want to do something colorful. So of course, you know, I got their colorful options. And then of course for like bridal parties and things like that, I'll go like for this palette, you know, something more neutral. Now, over here are the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kits. So this is the light kit and this is the deep kit. There's also a medium one, but I didn't get the medium because I figured for any medium tone clients, I could just kind of switch back and forth between those two. Now this right here is the Graftobian HD Cream Palette. This is a foundation palette. As you can see, I have really used this. This was one of my first foundation palettes that I got. So this is just the warm palette. And they have one that is completely cool tones and then one that is completely neutrals. So this was like a lifesaver for me when I first started out because obviously I couldn't afford to buy a whole rack of foundations. So I would use this and I still use it a lot. I love it. And over here is lip stuff. So here, this is a MAC palette, so it was empty. But what I did was I bought a whole lot of different color lipsticks and I depotted them myself and put them all into here. So, you know, I got our nudes, reds, pinks, some purples, random black and blue. I don't know why I got those. Orange, and of course I still have 4 slots left. This is extremely convenient when you're doing makeup on clients because obviously you don't want to be just, you know, putting lipstick directly on clients because of course sanitation. So this is really convenient. Then over here, I have these lip hybrids from House of Beauty. I have a lot of pretty colors here. These are also very convenient if you're working with clients. A lot of these colors I like to use on my brides because they're more nudes and like pretty colors. These right here, blushes, of course from Milani. Milani has some of my favorite blushes. These are their baked blushes. And then I have one from Black Radiance right here for some darker skinned clients. Over here we got our face powders. Again from Black Radiance, got a Black and Wild one. This one is also Black Radiance. Here's another blush palette from BH Cosmetics. And then of course we got our glow kits. Gotta have that highlight on deck. So this is the Sweets Glow Kit, the Ultimate Glow Kit, and the Dream Glow Kit, all from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And if they look kind of jacked up, it's because my daughters have gotten into them and I've had to try to put them back in there with alcohol. For whatever reason, they just love to stray towards my glow kits. I don't know why. But anyway, that's the story behind those. And this over here is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. This is the powder contour kit, which I also use on almost all my clients. I love using this. So this yellow shade here I use on pretty much any client that is warm toned. And then this right here I use on my cooler tone clients. And then these colors down here, of course, the contour. I use this color on my lightest colored clients. And then this color right here actually didn't come with the kit. I had to buy it separately. So that I use on like my darker skin clients to contour. Now these are brushes. Got our face brushes, eye brushes, and I do have a lip brush somewhere. I might not have pictured it here. So for brushes, what I did is I split all of my brushes out between two sets. So I have one set that is specifically only for clients, and then another set that I use just for myself. Now, when you're only doing makeup on yourself, you can kind of get away with not, always cleaning them as regularly as you should. But if you're doing makeup on clients, that is a big no-no. You must clean your brushes between every single client. And I just find it easier to have their own brushes set aside. I clean them after a client, and then they're not being touched until I have another client. And this right here is one of my brush cleaners that I use. This is a Revlon brush cleaner. I also have another one that I got at Ulta from a brand called Japanesque, which I really like. And this right here is a color switcher from BH Cosmetics. Also very convenient when working in between clients, or even if you're working with the same client but want to use the same brush more than once. Just swish it in there, it takes the color off, and you can use another color. For the lips, this right here is a pouch I put with all my lip liners in, just to keep them there. Pretty convenient. These right here are disposable lip wands. Now this right here, this will be one of your best friends if you do makeup on clients, because you can basically take your lipsticks, if you're using like cream products, or even just to mix liquid foundations. It just keeps the whole process just so much more sanitary, and you're not having to directly apply any product on your clients. And over here, we got a gel liner. I tried to use more gel liners just because, again, you can, take it out with the spatula, put it on here, and you're not having, it's just more sanitary than using like, a liquid liner on multiple clients. This is a brow pencil. This is a NYX one. I prefer to just use brow pencils versus like, the dip brow type stuff. I just find it to be just easier. This, of course, is a lash applicator. Now, when it comes to lashes, that is the only product that I do not supply my clients with, because I noticed very early on that people are particularly picky about the type of lashes they like. Some clients do not want super dramatic, long, wispy lashes. So I tell them I will put your lashes on for no additional charge, just supply your own, so that I know the lashes, they're going to be to your liking. Over here, got a corrector from NYX for people with redness on their face. This is the Farsali Rose Gold Elixir, which I kind of use like a primer before putting the foundation for anyone with, a bit more drier skin tone. Got a makeup sponge over here from Morphe. Eyelash glue. I prefer using these with the little wand. I just think they're a lot easier than the little squeezable tubes. Then over here, got all of our setting sprays. Got the NYX, the Morphe, BH Cosmetics, Urban Decay, and then primer. Got the Fenty primer. Got a hard candy primer. So those are all, definite staples you need in your kits to ensure that the foundation or your makeup in general, that it stays and it lasts. And now on to foundations. So what I did for foundations was I got 3 pouches. They're out of the pouches right now, obviously. But I separated my foundations in between light, medium, and dark. So these right here are my light foundations. It's getting kind of dark outside, so I don't know if you can really see the colors that well. So these are Maybelline foundations, and got some BH Cosmetics foundations as well. Now what I did was I went back and I labeled all my foundations, not only with the color, but as you'll see, I have a little W on here. So I even put the undertones as well. So W, of course, stands for warm. Oh, I didn't put it on these two. This one, for example, is the C for cool. Now, apart from matching your clients to their skin color, the undertone is just as important. Now, when I was first starting out, And of course, I didn't realize this then, but looking back at pictures, I realized that there were some clients whose foundation looked kind of orange. And now I know, okay, this person was actually a cool toned person, and I put a warm toned foundation on them, which is why their face looks kind of orange. And there were also a couple clients, some of my darker clients, of course, this is when I was first starting out, that I noticed that the foundation I put on them looked kind of gray, which now I know that means that person was a warm toned person and I put a cool toned foundation on them. So that is why it looked kind of gray. So that is just what I do. And here is my medium tones. Got some Fenty here. Again, BH Cosmetics. I use BH Cosmetics a lot, as you'll see. So got all these here. Of course, they all got the number and the undertone. And then I got all my dark foundations over here. So I used my skin color kind of as like the beginning of my dark foundation shades. So this is my color right here from in the Maybelline. This is my color in the BH Cosmetics. Got some black opal here. Got some Artistry foundations here. These are the darkest colors they have. BH. Got one Fenty over here. And then I got these NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundations. Yeah. And so that, yeah, that's all for my foundations. And this is the top part of my kit. There's a whole bottom half too, but I don't have it here. So, yeah, that's pretty much most of what I have that I use on clients. So, there's been years of collecting. Oh, and another thing I didn't picture here, I have a spray bottle with alcohol, which is also rubbing alcohol, which is also very important. If you're going to be using, you know, the same palettes on yourself and on your clients, what I do is I kind of spray over my palettes a little bit. Now, I know there's some discussion as to whether that can ruin the pigment of your shadows or things like that, but for the most part, I have not experienced that. So I will either do that or I'll go back to the palette that I use, take a tissue and just kind of, you know, rub over the colors that I use to remove that top layer. But definitely want to use the alcohol, especially for like cream stuff as well. So yeah, that is it. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. And yeah, I did not personally go to school for makeup. I have taught myself. I started doing makeup in 2013. So yeah, it's been 5 years for me now. And yeah, everything I know, I've pretty much taught myself just watching tutorials, pictorials, you know, following all the beauty gurus that I look up to. And as far as advertising, I started off advertising on Craigslist. I know with Craigslist, you got to be a little careful because there be some crazies on Craigslist, but so far I have not had any issues. Apart from Craigslist, I also eventually created a page on StyleSee, on Wedding Wire, and of course I have my social media pages and my personal website, vivabellebyxtina.com. So yeah. Alright guys, well hope you all enjoyed the rest of your day and hope you all found this video helpful. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you live in the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area and you're looking for a makeup artist, hit me up. I do travel within the DMV area. You can I'll leave the link to my website in the description box. So if you want to message me and because you are looking for makeup services, you can contact me that way. Alright guys, check y'all in the next video. Bye.